Hello everyone. Today I'll focus on the moral ambiguity in wuxia narratives and use several scholars' discussion of immoral characters to analyze the popular Chinese palace drama Empresses in the Palace. Empresses in the Palace tells the story of Zhen Huan, born into a family without a male heir. She the eldest daughter. In order to preserve her father's political status and ensure the continuation of the family, she entered the imperial harem. Within this court, rife with intense power struggles, she employs various schemes, including framing the empress and using her adopted son to gain political advantage, and ultimately ascended to the position of Empress Dowager. In The Deer and the Cauldron by Jin Yong, the protagonist's wish about success does not stem from moral integrity, but rather from deception, flattery, and trickery. Similarly, Zhen Huan relies on strategic manipulation. However, her case complicates Ham's argument about deeply exploring the moral and psychological life of characters, because their actions are not merely cynical, but are necessary and cruel means of survival within a violent system. Zhen Huan is neither purely good nor purely evil. She schemes carefully, yet her motivations are rooted in protecting her family. As such, her actions blur the boundary between victim and perpetrator, embodying moral ambiguity. This also challenges the traditional binary of good and evil often seen in film and television narratives. I'll focus on the plot in which Zhen Huan frames the empress for her miscarriage. This scene is significant because her actions are clearly intentional. It is not an accident, but a strategic decision involving self-harm aimed at manipulating the power dynamic within the imperial harem. Knowing that her pregnancy could only be sustained for 5 months, Zhen Huan prepared an abortifacient in advance. She deliberately arranged to be alone with the empress and provoke a confrontation.
本宫送你送子观音，就是希望你能够平心静气，不要乱了心神。现在最重要的就是为皇上生下龙胎。龙胎是否能保，全在皇后，不在臣妾。此话怎么说？难道不是顺娘娘心意，龙胎可保；逆娘娘心意，母子俱损。多年来，皇后娘娘一直如此统一令宫，臣妾实在害怕，若哪天得罪了皇后娘娘，臣妾肚子里的孩子就保不住了。放肆！你敢污蔑本宫？污蔑！放手！你敢不敢对着神明发誓？发誓你从未害过皇嗣，从未害过妃嫔，从未害过臣妾。本宫是6宫之主，怎么可能和你发誓？放手！齐妃为何而死？宁嫔为何生不出孩子？富察贵人小产，还有臣妾当年的孩子。你做了那么多亏心事，自己心里最清楚。
In the end, the empress was grounded by the emperor. This act of deception laid the groundwork for Zhen Huan's eventual success in bringing down the empress. Interestingly, although Zhen Huan's actions are clearly immoral, they do not provoke strong moral condemnation from the audience. As Crockway and Oliver point out, many characters possess moral ambiguity because they have done both good and bad deeds. When such behavior is presented by a character the audience likes, viewers may even forgive or accept it. From the audience perspective, moral ambiguous characters may seem more realistic because most people are not always good or bad. At the same time, moral ambiguity itself has an inherent appeal, as audiences are drawn to complex or even immoral characters. This mode of engagement also allows audience to explore different moral perspectives and better understand the complexity of human behavior. So, This raises a deeper question for you guys. If survival within such a system requires manipulation and harm, does this imply that moral integrity is ultimately ineffective, or even irrelevant within a power-shaped structure? Thank you for your attention, and here's the reference list.